So again, many of my clients struggle with brand. They don't quite understand what brand really means, and they have a tendency, you can't blame them really, to think that brand is the logo or the name of the company. But brand is so much more than that. But if you go online or Google, there's a myriad of information, and you're left going, well, you don't know which way to turn or what information to take note of, or what on earth do you do with all this knowledge or information to shape your brand? So what I've done is create, again, another model with 6 clear headings that help you define what your company brand is. And what it will do is allow you to be head and shoulders above most of your competition. So if we look at visual identity first, like I said, most people think that's what brand is, but that is the veneer of the brand. And so if we did a quick model, think of a veneer like this, and underneath, it's the logo or the visual identity is simply representing the substance of the brand. So how do we work out what the substance of the brand is? Well, you need to start with your why, made famous by Simon Sinek. But if you ask a lot of companies, why are you in business, they can't really pinpoint it. Obviously, they want to make money or be profitable, but you've got to go much deeper than that and really understand what your why is. The next question to ask yourself is, what is your promise? What is your overarching promise to your marketplace? And be clear on that. You can't have 3, 4, or 5 promises. What is your overarching promise? And underneath that is going to be 3 to 5 unique selling propositions that support that promise. And that is what allows you to differentiate yourself in the marketplace. And I'm not saying things like, we offer great customer service, or whatever it may be. It's got to be clear, distinct, unique selling propositions that support that promise to truly differentiate yourself in the marketplace against your competition. Now, once you've answered those 3 questions, you're almost there. You've hooked people, but they're still on the fence. They're not quite sure whether to believe you because they're still missing that element of trust. So this is where you need to bring in the evidence. How many years experience have you got? What is it that's going to convince people to get off the fence and buy into your product and service? And it's the evidence that you provide that will provide that tipping point. At this point, you then have your substance. You understand what your brand is about, and all of this feeds into what your substance is. At that point, you can then really investigate, well, what is a visual identity? What is a logo and a name of the company that can represent this substance? What I find most of my clients have done is gone out and come up with a company name, asked a design agency to come up with a funky logo, and then they're wondering why actually they don't line up. It's because they didn't work out what their substance is first. So if you do this first, and then you work on your visual identity, you can then directly align the 2. And finally, you want to ask yourself, what is the consistent message? Too many clients say too many things and dilute their brand. What you want to be saying is one consistent message that will strengthen your brand. If you want to find out more, you can download my Jumpstone branding format package, which gives you an example of famous brands and local brands where I've been slotted in under these 6 headings, a clear explanation of how they've been able to really shape and sharpen their company brand.